Hey everybody, it's day 9 on how to be the master of your love life. And today's tip is to stop letting fear run your ship. Many of you don't even realize that fear is getting in the way of a lasting love. And I want to talk about what happens when you let fear get in the way of your love life. Basically, we put up guards because we don't want to get hurt again. We put up our shields and what Marnie Batista calls a love shield. And it's what I call being a Tootsie Pop. It's what I did my TEDx talk on. And what we do is in self-protection, we put guards around our heart more and more and more until we're like a Tootsie Pop. We're hard on the outside and mushy on the inside. And that prevents us from finding lasting love, because in order to make a really intimate connection, we have to be soft on the outside and tough on the inside. We have to know our boundaries. We have to know our standards. We have to communicate them, but we also have to do it with joy and with love. I want to share a little client story of someone who was in Love Mastery. She had been a client. She had taken many of my courses. She had coached with me privately, but it wasn't until Love Mastery that everything clicked and came into place. Through our private coaching, she had worked a lot on her love guards, on how she had been protecting herself. She came in as a victim of her life, had a very, very tough beginning. As many of us do, she did not feel unconditionally loved by her family of origin. And so she carried those messages of I'm not lovable, I am valued for my intellect. Let me know in the comments if this feels resonant for you. This is a common story that we don't get the love we need in our childhood, and so we carry those stories with us into our love life. I don't know if you can hear that banging, but that's coming from outside the house. So sorry about that. Anyway, so this woman, we'll call her Amy, she was part of Love Mastery, and she had already made some really big changes through our private coaching. So besides working on her family of origin stuff and really looking at her limiting beliefs and her stories, she also realized that her friendships were echoing what she had gotten in her love life. She had a lot of friends who did not support her, who put her down, who judged her, and she decided to move. And through my support, she ended up moving to a lovely community where she could start over. For a lot of you, this is a great solution if you can do this. Sometimes the place we live really isn't working for us, and if you can move, it's a new beginning, and it is an incredible thing to pick up, to leave the past behind, and to go to a new location. Well, one of the things that happened in this new place is that an old boyfriend that she had dated for maybe 8 months or so, a couple years back, lived very close by. And he reached out to her. He wanted to get back together. And she had a lot of concerns about reigniting this relationship because she remembered a lot of things that were not working for her. One of them was that she didn't trust him. She had a lot of doubts about his stories, and she thought he was an alcoholic, a lot of things that she thought in her head, but she never talked to him about. So we came up with some new agreements that she was going to come to him and talk to him about what the issues were so she could find out, is this guy, first of all, is he who she thinks he is? And does he have her must-haves? Is he the kind of person that she really could have a relationship with? And so she sat down with him and she had her concerns and she talked to him, and he could not believe how direct she was because she never spoke up before. Her pattern had been, in a relationship, she would just fume when she was upset, but she didn't have the courage or the confidence or the skills to speak up because she just made huge assumptions about the men she dated. So here she was being clear, being confident, being connected in a loving, kind way. And he was like blown away by who she became. And he said, you know, I really like this new you. Like, this is amazing. You've never been this way before. And he also said, you're so much more interesting than you ever were. And what made her more interesting is not that she was a different person, but that she was sharing more of who she was. And so she wasn't this uptight, shielded, guarded woman anymore. She was a woman who could be open and playful and loving. They ended up having an incredible, incredible relationship where she felt comfortable talking to him about anything. And she took her time. It was slow and steady. Instead of feeling like she had to listen to his timeline, she listened to her own and she spoke up. So that is something that's possible for you if you really work on whatever the fears are, those scary places where you've been hurt before, where you have shut your heart down. Because if you don't work on those things, you will not find the love you deserve. It's not like you have to transform into a different person. It's that you have to reveal the true woman of value that you already are. So I'm going to open up to questions, comments. I see we have a lot of people here today. I'm so excited. We have Pam and Helene and Carmen and Lori and Alana. Denise, Jen, and Stacy have joined. Thank you for joining today. We have more than usual. And I don't know if you saw that I've been posting the daily email to the daily Facebook Lives on my blog post, on a blog post, so that you can see all of the videos together. And by tomorrow, which is our last day of videos, you'll have all 10 and you can see all 10 tips. So day 9, how to be the master of your love life. Stop letting fear run your ship. Do that inner work so that you don't carry that fear and those guards with you. And like I said, tomorrow is the last day to join Love Mastery. So if you want the kind of transformation that Amy had, I would love to get on a call with you. I have a few people I'm speaking to today. I will take calls up until tomorrow, and I have the link for you to join if you are interested. So I will post the link to the calls right here, and I'll have to find it because I don't have it right here in front of me. But I think this is it. Well, I'll post it later, and that's it. And oops, I have a question here. Fear and insecurities have dictated so much of my behavior in relationships, says Alana. It's great that you know that, and also to know that once you really go there and work on it, it's going to be a game changer for you. And I know you've already done so much work and you've let go of a relationship recently, which is freeing you up to have the relationship that you desire and deserve. So I'm going to, we got one more from Carmen. So true. I have learned so much since 2017. I love and like myself now. I can't wait for the Love Mastery program. I am so thrilled that you're part of the program, Carmen, and that you have such a wonderful approach to your life and to your love life. And that is the kind of attitude that I'm looking for in the women in Love Mastery, to be open, to be willing to learn new skills and realize that you can do this, that you've got this. So if this is something that is really burning desire for you to have love, to do it differently, please get on a call with me so we can discuss it further. I can answer any of your questions. Stacy says you're not alone. First step is awareness. Absolutely. And you're welcome, Carmen. So ladies, I will check back and see what your comments and questions are, and I hope that more of you will get on a call with me. Time is running out. I might never do this program again, and I would love to help more of you be like Amy, find the love you're seeking, not by changing who you are, but by taking off all the veils, all the barriers that have gotten in the way of your true love.